What's going on, Gecko fam? Today we're trying a new style video that I really want to test out. I'm going to do a reaction video to Jessica's Animal Friends. It's a YouTube channel that I've liked for a long time. I think she does a really good job of talking about general health and care and concerns for leopard geckos specifically, as well as other reptiles. She is a rescue in a way, so she's much different than what we do over here, but I did reach out to her to see if she was okay with me reviewing her channel because I see that she drops a lot of leopard gecko videos and I want to comment on it. So I hope you enjoy this video, and we're going to check out her video on her dream leopard gecko enclosure. Check it out. All right, so I am watching this video fresh with you guys. I have not seen it yet, and those are the type of reaction videos that I love the most. Just raw, uncut first impression videos. So let's dive right in.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm so happy to reveal my dream leopard gecko enclosure. Prior to upgrading these, this is what I wanted to have a lot of my geckos in, but I didn't have the space to be able to upgrade all of them and then upgrade some of them to like these type of enclosures because I have special needs geckos. So like they can't all go in my dream enclosure. But that's what my dream was, right? Was this enclosure I'm about to reveal to you.
So real quick, Jessica did do a video recently. I think she said she has 33 special needs geckos, ranging from Enigma to white and yellow syndrome, lemon frost I think she has in there, super snow syndrome. So she does a really great job for the community. I think we really need more leopard gecko rescues in this hobby, as well as reptile rescues in the hobby in general.
I'm so excited that Custom Reptile Habitats reached out to me because this is exactly what I would have wanted anyway. And so they were able to achieve my dream for me a bit early, which I'm so grateful for. So Custom Reptile Habitats.
So she's about to explain Custom Reptile Habitats. I've heard a little bit about this company. As a breeder, I don't really go with the decadent setup as of right now. When I do have a storefront one day, I would love to set up geckos in naturalistic setups because I think it's so fun to do that. But as a breeder, I have to really prioritize efficiency of cleaning and space. And so to do that, we use racking systems. But you know, Jessica is a popular YouTube channel at just about 30,000 subscribers. That's a pretty good amount of subscribers. So she does have a bunch of sponsors and stuff in her videos that I've seen.
Reached out to me about the 3D background, which is like the coolest thing ever. I love their 3D background. It's what I was originally drawn to when I was looking at their enclosures. But it's a gorgeous 3D background that wraps around the entire enclosure and it just makes one.
Okay, so sometimes in YouTube videos, just like my videos, there's a whole bunch of fluff in there not relating to the topic. It's because we're YouTubers. We basically vlog our lives and there's so much going on and everything ties into each other. So I'm cool with that. But for the purposes of this video and time's sake, I'm gonna skip ahead until the point where she actually starts setting up her enclosure.
Let's get into it. So this is the Select 3 PVC enclosure from Custom Reptile Habitats.
Wow, first impression, really exciting. I don't know if they sent it to her already set up like this. We're gonna find out in the video, but man, that is a really nice enclosure.
It has these glass doors here, which I'm about to take off for a closer look, but I love the fact that the glass doors are not acrylic because acrylic scratches so easily.
She is right about acrylic, which is sort of like a plastic-like sliding door. Those do scratch really easily, especially if you have bigger reptiles like bearded dragons and tegus. So if you do want a nice looking enclosure to show off to people who are coming to your house, then glass sliding doors would be a great option, just like she mentioned.
And these doors they look so nice. They're also a nice thick tempered glass, so I trust that they're not like going to break easily. Anyways, this is what the enclosure looks like on the inside without the doors. The Select 3 PVC enclosure is 36 inches long by 21 inches deep by 21 inches high.
Holy cow, that is a big leopard gecko enclosure. 3 feet by 2 feet by 2 feet. Great job.
The scratch-proof polyura background is 34 inches long by 23 inches wide and 16 inches high. A lot of the decor that can be found in this enclosure is also from Custom Reptile Habitats. That would include the 3 succulents on the ground level, as well as the 2 hides, one of which Meraxes is actually sleeping in during the daytime.
Okay, so just like with any company, there's upgrades, right? So all of these caves and branches and plants, they're all upgrades. And I don't know if those plants are real. We're gonna look at that here in a second, but man, naturalistic enclosures, super cool.
But both of these hides are ledges that I bought from Custom Reptile Habitats and then cut holes in them to make them hides and just turn them on the bottom.
All right, we just hit one of her ads by Kevin Bacon, but that's cool. If you ever get a chance to support your YouTube creators, watching the ads and rewatching their videos does really, really great for their channel. You know, each video in of itself does not bring in a lot of money, but the more you rewatch the video, the more YouTube will recommend it to other people, and the more your channel will grow, and therefore everyone's views collectively does a lot for the YouTube creator.
So yeah, I just really love the way it looks because it blends into the background really well, and it just looks like one complete biome. This enclosure is also decorated with Manzanita driftwood and Josh's Frog's bio-aired substrate. It also has 2 large plants from Petco in the back, and there's also small rocks in the front that I actually ordered a long time ago from Universal Rock Backgrounds.
Yeah, just like I thought, all of these plants and everything are modifications, upgrades that she made. Some are from Petco, some are from the company that she got the cage from. But that's one of the cool things about custom bioactive tanks, is that you could kind of make it your own. Now, she did say something about the substrate coming from Josh's Frogs. He has like a sandy soil mixture. If you want to accomplish that yourself, you can go to Home Depot and buy a 10-pound bag of washed play sand. Make sure it has no added chemicals in it. It shouldn't. If you go to the concrete section, it's just called washed play sand. You could mix that 50-50 ratio with Eco Earth or organic topsoil from Home Depot. A 50-50 ratio or a 1/3 ratio, like 1/3 sand and 1/3 soil, will be great. You could kind of play around with it to your desire. But you don't want it too sandy because, again, leopard geckos, if they ingest sand, the sand doesn't break down as easy as soil or Eco Earth. So you just want to be careful with that.
One of the most exciting parts about this design is that it allows me to use UVB with my leopard gecko Meraxes, which I really want to move a lot of my leopard geckos to having UVB. This top, which is made out of aluminum and has a unique honeycomb design, allows 77% of UVB through.
Okay, I really like that top, because if you know anything about the old style reptile screen lids, the mesh is so tight, there's not enough like big holes in it, that the UVB is actually stopped for the most part by that screen. So it's kind of ineffective. So what she's saying with this hexagon design and these big holes is that the UVB is actually able to penetrate through. A+ in my book. Now,
if you're unfamiliar, a lot of tops, like screen tops or mesh tops, will not allow a lot of UVB to filter through. So the fact that you're able to get 77% through this top is amazing. I also want to add that the top is very durable. Like when I first took it out of the box and I pressed on the top, it is secure and it is sturdy. Another pretty unique and awesome feature that this enclosure has is that it comes with a built-in screen at the top of the enclosure connected to a probe that you can place anywhere in the enclosure.
Okay, now that's really cool.
And it will read the humidity and the temperature of the spot you are trying to read with the probe. I also included this picture of the probe for a closer look and also so you can see where it is connected in the top of the enclosure. Now, if you're worried about humidity because of the large screen top, you don't have to be, because the enclosure also comes with this really neat cutout. And you might be wondering what those circles and rectangles are in the top. Those are actually so you can pop out that section of the cover and put your dome light or your UVB or your LED, whatever you use, right in that spot. So you can still provide an increased humid environment in the enclosure while also providing the UVB, the heat, what have you.
Okay, I'm trying to picture in my head how that's all going to work by popping these out. Are you screwing light bulbs in after you pop a certain amount out? I hope she shows that. We'll see here right now.
The sliding glass doors also come with these adhesive handles. I just never put mine on for whatever reason, but I figured I'd show them here so you guys do know that they come with them. The enclosure also comes with a showcase lock, which I didn't feel the need to use, but if you would like to securely lock your doors, this is available to you as well.
I like the showcase lock. That will prevent an accidental door opening, or that will also prevent like kids or anyone over your house, pets, from accidentally sliding that door open.
Custom Reptile Habitats also sent me a succulent and a water dish that I used in my Peter's Banded Skink Shukaku's enclosure. And then I also have a background and side pieces and a cave that I bought from them as well. So I'll leave links for that down below. They also sent me these corner succulents that are in my Euromastix enclosure. Her name is Ren. I really love them. And then I also have this really massive plant that I put in the corner of my bearded dragon Franklin's enclosure.
Okay, so this company has a lot of plants if you're interested in that.
It fills the space so well, and I'm so happy Custom Reptile Habitat sent it to me. I loved it so much that I actually bought one for my bearded dragon Nova. As you can see, it's a different one, but it's like the similar size, and it's in her corner of her enclosure as well. So I thought I would address how Meraxes has been interacting in her enclosure, like how she's been doing. She's been in there for a few months, so I actually got this enclosure back before I got COVID, and then of course COVID like wiped me out, and so I took a whole month off of YouTube. And then Meraxes really wasn't eating in her new enclosure, and this is not something I was surprised by because she did the same thing to me every time I moved her. So like she ate in her quarantine enclosure, but it took her time to do so. And then when I moved her into her 24 by 18 by 18, she decided she only wanted to eat like a little bit of the time, and it took her forever to do so. So I anticipated that in this new design she was going to take some time off.
Okay, so there are some of the special needs leopard geckos that she has. She's showing off in this video too.
Plus it was winter and then spring, and for leopard geckos that means brumation and ovulation, so she probably just wasn't feeling it. However, as you can see in these clips, she's eating like an absolute machine, and also I love her tail waving at me. That's iconic. But she absolutely loves the enclosure, like as much as I can tell anyway. She obviously can't tell me she does, but she seems very comfortable in it, and she's very, very active in it. She engages with the background so much.
Okay, so that's good to know. If your animal is engaging with the cage that you have them in, that's a really good sign that they are liking it.
Like every single night when I come in the pet room, she's either at the front of the doors wanting to come out, which is really nice because I can just slide the door open and she crawls right out. So she's either there or she's climbing on her background. As you can see, every single time there's a feeding clip, it's her sitting up on her background.
Did you just see the leopard gecko bite the air? They're so derpy sometimes, but they're wonderful. And like she said, leopard geckos do have a lot of character. You know, they will walk up to the front of the cage as soon as you enter the room. They kind of associate you with food, so they know that you bring them things. They're just really smart and intelligent. You know, there's actually been some data recently to say that reptiles are not as dumb as we think they are. They actually are capable of emotions, whereas science previously thought they weren't.
She absolutely loves this thing, and that is exactly why I wanted to upgrade a bunch of my leopard geckos to this type of enclosure, because I really think it is well suited for them. I feel like this enclosure allows her to show off all of her natural behaviors like comfortably, and just offers her such a good space to, you know, exist as a leopard gecko.
Look at that face.
So I'm just overly thrilled with it, honestly. I couldn't ask for a better response from her in this enclosure. I want to give a special thanks.
Okay, so now she's pretty much ending the video. Custom reptile habitats. You could check her video out on her channel and use her affiliated link if you want to use them to set up a reptile habitat for you. So what did you think about this video? Do you like the review videos we're doing? We're actually starting to do review videos for our followers as well. One of our followers reached out to me and I told him, make a YouTube video and I can, just like I'm doing right now, comment on it pretty easily. So if that's something that you're interested in, feel free to reach out to me. Take the time to make a nice YouTube video like Jessica's doing. Really shoot videos, capture up close footage, back footage, show different details. If you want me to review your tank setup or your breeding setup, I would love to do that. Just make sure you get a lot of footage, somewhere between 5 to 10 minutes. This was 9 minutes of footage that I reviewed of Jessica. I can cut out the stuff that I need to in my editing process, but that would be super fun. And I really think that people like these engaging style videos. So thank you very much, guys. I will see you in the next video. Please like and subscribe to our channel. And remember, have a geeky gecko great day. Peace.